All right, so I have Dan with me here today, and we are doing Dan's picks of my best and worst bags.
Because that's clearly what you want to see.
So he is in closet 1.
So is it independent best 5? Or is it if I wanted 5, so I'd pick a tote and a small one and...
Oh, no, they don't. They can be the same kind of variety, just generally.
So it could just be, or basically it could just be like 5 large jumbos if you wanted it to be.
Unfortunately, I don't have 5 jumbos.
But it could be.
Yeah, I would probably mix it up a little bit, but you don't have to pick like 1 tote, 1 clutch, etc.
Just on looks or everything?
Everything.
Price?
I don't feel like you know the price of all of them, so...
I'm not kidding.
Well, sure, but...
I'm going to pretend they all cost the same amount of money. So that's going to...
Let's go merit, shall we?
I actually quite like the white one. Yeah, I do like blue.
Oh, are we just going straight for the blue column?
Well, there's 2 contenders in the blue column. I should probably quite like that one. 3. Did I pick the little spiky beast in there?
No.
Then the little spiky piece of blue in there, wasn't it?
It was.
Okay, 4 and then 5. I don't really like any of those. I think what we're discussing is I don't like brown. And then...
Dan's now trying to pick the bags which he dislikes, and he's finding that there are too many options to choose from.
Yeah, I don't like those 2.
Oh, I love those ones. That's my new one. Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, I have a special guest with me here today.
Hi guys.
And we are doing best and worst handbags, but husband edition. So I'm not actually picking my best and worst. Dan is picking, I guess, favourite and least favourite bags.
Yeah. Do we get to sell the bad ones?
No. Dan has already picked his favourite and least favourite. You probably would have already seen that. So I know which ones are in his least favourite and definitely not. Nevertheless, hopefully it will be fun to go through your reasoning. And so let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay, so I feel like if anyone's seen the videos that I've been in before, you know I like a spiky beast. And yeah, it's just cool. Like, I think you have a bigger one.
I do, the nude one?
Yeah, but like, I like the blue. So if you, like the ultimate one would have been the big one.
Oh, the bigger one in the blue?
Yeah,
they do
like
do that. It's a nice one.
This but bigger, that would have been my number 1. It's small, which probably means it's not the best value for money in terms of costs a lot, can't put much in it.
Dan still goes by the, if you pay a lot of money, you want a big bag, otherwise, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the whole spiky thing, I like the leather, I like the colour, so job done.
And yeah, I guess this is the continuation, because before the spiky beast was like a small design, whereas now the studs are larger. Do you remember the original one? It was like a really kind of petite one, but the studs were like much smaller.
No.
Okay. Dan just allows bag chat to like just filter out of his mind.
Yeah, it takes about 3 seconds. I will have forgotten this video in about 5 minutes time. I'm not really sure why I'm talking about this. I just point and go, I like it. You know the stuff, but...
So this is the Chanel 19, which I was a little bit surprised that you picked it, to be honest.
Yeah, like I like the chain. It's quite, you know, heavyweight, feels solid. I quite like that it's 2-toned. Adds a bit of difference to it. I like the material and the quilting, so... God, did I say quilting? What's happened to me? Yeah, fine. Yeah, so I like that. It's nice. Plain and simple.
Chanel as well.
Yeah, but I'm not bothered.
Yeah, it's true, he's not bothered. He'd rather it probably wasn't Chanel.
Yeah, I'd definitely rather it wasn't Chanel. Like, oh, I just picked up this bag from Asda, it cost 30 quid. Great, everyone wins.
As you can tell, Dan likes blue.
Dan does like blue. Like,
he literally zeroed in on the blue column. He was like, this is where I am.
And any of the bags that aren't blue, I can tell you how they could have improved by being blue. Yeah, this is nice. Like, I guess I probably like this for similar reasons to the other one. Like, I like it when they're a bit squidgy, but not... Did I get that other bag? Yeah, so like the one that's coming up later.
Oh, okay.
Like these ones that seem like lilos or waterbeds. Not really a fan, whereas this just kind of like, it gets the level right, which I like more.
You like soft leather?
I like it, it's plain simple. Amy has told me to long these out, but I have nothing else to say. Like, I don't know.
It's a blue bag.
It's a bag. I like it. Yeah, done.
It's gonna be the shortest video on my channel yet.
Yeah, great.
I was surprised about this one.
No, this was one of the first ones that I picked actually for the best side.
It's, I mean, it's more of like a travel bag than anything.
Just a tote, isn't it?
Well, it is a tote, but it's like a large tote. Like, I really only use it for travel.
What I heard was I can fit a lot in my bag and it didn't cost me. I can fit 10 times more in this than that and it cost me probably less than all of those. Is this the cheapest one out of all of them?
No, it would be more expensive than the Tory Burch, but definitely cheaper than the Chanel
fine.
and Valentino.
Okay, fine. But like in terms of value per literage, like it's solid, right? Honestly, I like it. It seems simple, classic, good. I think I prefer it to all of your other large totes.
You don't like brown though.
But this is light. I don't like overly brown bags.
So just slightly brown bags.
I'm okay with like brown as an accent colour or something like that. I don't like it when it's just brown.
Fine.
Yeah? Like, if this was lost in the woods, you'd see it. Some of your other bags, never finding those. They just blend into the brown, right?
Why is that a criteria for how good a bag is? Whether it gets lost in the woods, that wouldn't happen.
I've spent a lot of my life looking for things.
It's true.
Lost the mobile
He
phone in
loses
the woods.
everything.
So, you know,
In the woods?
In a park.
Oh.
In the snow. It was a terrible one. But yeah, I like it. Just, it's better than your other ones. I imagine you've got a Chanel one that's massive.
And the vintage XL tote.
And I imagine that costs 4 or 5 times what this costs.
It can do. That's vintage, so I got it in a second-hand store. I actually got it for a good price, but I think that one was a bit less than half the price of that one.
But no, this one's solid. Like, I prefer it to your Never Falls, which I guess are probably the closest things.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I like your Never Falls, but I think this is better.
Dan's a fan of the Ford Tote. There we go. Oh, right, this one surprised me too.
Yeah.
Why do you like this one?
It turns out...
As you could have gone for the jumbos as well, and we know that you like size, so why is this one?
It turns out I like blue and white.
Oh.
Like,
do you particularly like white? I mean, I guess our whole house is white pretty much.
This just popped a bit more when I was looking, and like, I saw the one behind it, and I don't know, this one just felt like it was a bit different. Like, again...
It felt right.
If it was that blue, it'd have been the winner, right?
But there is a blue Chanel. You picked that one over that.
It was a...
Periwinkle blue. Dan doesn't believe me that periwinkle blue is a colour.
It was a boring blue. I like, you know, I like blue with colour.
Okay, so white classic flat.
Yeah. Honestly, it just looked like it popped a little bit on your...
Even with the cost, it makes your number one?
I asked you about this very specifically before you chose to choose the 5, and I said I was doing it without cost because I basically would have picked the 5 cheapest ones otherwise, so...
It's true. Okay,
very specific about that criteria.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, this one probably just snuck in. I think I mean, how much was this? And how much was this?
We don't pick up bags by the flap.
You don't.
This one I think probably would have been about $3.50, and then this one was about $5.50.
You didn't even change.
Oh no, sorry,
£5,350. Yeah, so we're looking at 15 times the price, roughly. Probably close to 20.
I'll have to take your word on that, and math is not my strong suit.
And truth be told, if I didn't know about resale value and all that kind of thing, I'd just prefer this.
Dan has spoken. Tory Burch and Tom Ford for the win. Alright, so on to the worst bags now. Dan made a beeline for the Balenciaga, which is very sad because it's my newest favourite and I just think it's absolutely beautiful. But go on, why do you hate that one?
Okay.
Are we going, is this like the least bad one or is this the most bad one?
Maybe the worst, I don't know, like, there are some strong contenders here.
There are so many options for his worst, he couldn't decide, he had a hard time.
But it's true, like, in the best, the only thing that you had that I liked that was particularly creative was this. Which, you know, great, like it, cool. Everything else I liked because it was plain. These things...
Stood out for the wrong reasons, apparently.
Yeah, okay. So let's talk about the wrong reasons. So this looks like... You know those electric guitars you get that have like the mad curvature at the bottom?
Yeah.
But imagine Miss Umbridge from Harry Potter played one.
Whenever Dan wants to insult anything pink, he goes straight for like Miss Umbridge.
No. This is pink. This is not Umbridge.
It's a very similar colour.
Yeah, you're right, but the style comes into it as well, right? Like, this is just plain and simple.
Yes, you know.
Yeah, plain and simple, not Umbridge. Whereas this, Umbridge would be wearing this when she wanted to be a bit sassy one day. Don't really like it. It's just.
You don't like the mock rock?
I don't like mock rock.
I love mock rock.
I'm not really cool with imitation guitar. It's more.
I love the curve. You also have like a longer strap that you can wear at like crossbody if you want to. It's just elegant and ladylike.
Or Miss Umbridge trying to play an electric guitar. And let's be clear, she should not play an electric guitar. She's not going to have the skills to pay the bills.
It's probably true.
So that was number 1. So another one in the bottom 5, soon to be sold.
I'm not selling this one. I love it.
But why?
Because it's adorable. Like the detailing is so beautiful. Like when you see it in real life, like the detail on the clasp, I just think it's so
I agree
stunning.
with that. That is the only redeeming thing about it. Why not just get a little bangle that was that? Why not take the only thing that's good about it and use it?
Because I wouldn't wear it as a bangle, but like on a bag, it elevates it into almost art. I think it's absolutely stunning.
I agree. Like I like the whole, let's call it a 2-headed tiger snake. But
I
like
think someone said it was a panther.
Yeah, fine. 2-headed panther snake.
But like the detailing is insane. It looks like it could be a brooch. And you don't usually get that level of detailing on a bag.
And that's because people are like, why would I do that? I'll make it a brooch.
No, but like it's also because it costs a lot of money, right? So
yeah, but again, like I just feel like the value doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't like the shape of it. I don't like the colour of it.
But you were fine with the brown one. Well, I mean, it was in contention, I guess.
It was in contention.
But you put it back. So you're like, no, because the clasp, like.
Yeah, but like I dislike everything about this bag other than the broaching more than I did on that one.
Is it the colour?
I don't like the colours. I don't like the style. I don't like the shape. I don't like the size.
Brutal.
Basically, the only thing that's redeeming this is the Jungle Book reference, which, you know, cool.
He does like Jungle Book. I hate Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Okay. Gucci, number 2. The Chloe. Why?
So, it just looks like a water bag.
Well, I mean, it's a classic satchel shape.
A water bag. Like, you know, the little things that stick out that, like, back in the olden days, you're travelling through the desert, you'd have a water bag.
But it's supposed to be like a classic shape. That's the whole point. It's been around for ages because...
Well, I guess it is one of the most classic shapes. Like, we're going back a few hundred years here. Whack some water in there, job done. But, honestly...
This was in a Bond film.
Okay.
Dan isn't impressed by the same things that I'm impressed by.
Yeah, like, you know what? Like, it's actually fine. Like, this is one of those where, like, it might not have made the top 5 and other ones could have. But basically, I just went for the brown section of your wardrobe.
He did go for the brown section.
Again, like, brown is fine as an accent colour, but when it's all on its own, it's just a bit...
Too brown. So this could be okay, like a different colour. Maybe like a nice blue.
A cheeky baby blue, maybe. Yeah, it might work. Yeah, maybe. Or a what? Yeah.
Okay, so it's the colour. Dan doesn't like brown.
Basically, any of the colours that were in my top 5 probably would have worked.
Which were exclusively blue and white.
You get a little bit of brown.
With an accent of brown.
Alright, Lilo time.
Oh. This was my first ever Chanel bag. Like, I saved to get this. I had to buy it secondhand.
That's what your jumbo was.
No, that was like my jumbo I bought from the Chanel boutiques. That was the first one that I bought from Chanel. I bought this from eBay and I just loved it. And I couldn't afford an actual classic flap, so I had to go for like a more seasonal bag. And I wore this, like, it must have been like hundreds and hundreds of times. It was my favourite thing in the world. And the only Chanel bag I had for like 3 years.
But it looks like a Lilo.
It's from the Mademoiselle line.
Can you float on it?
You know what? I've never dunked it in water to try, so maybe.
Is Lilo an international term?
I don't know. Water float, maybe?
Basically, you know the things that are like an air mattress and you blow up and you go in the sea or on the pool and you lie back on? It just really, really, really
it's not
looks
autoflex
like
anymore.
one of those. It's just... that's what it looks like it should
Did you
do.
get lots of spit on my bag?
But yeah, like, it just reminds me too much of a Lilo, and not that I'm often in the market for bags, but when I am, I'm not looking for Lilos.
Right.
And then finally, and this was a pretty quick pick.
It's crazy. I love this bag.
It's just not made out of material that a bag should be made out of.
It's boucle. When I said boucle the other day and you're like, what is that word? This is boucle.
There's a reason I haven't heard that word. It's not popular, no one cares. Like,
that's not true. It's a very classic, actually Chanel uses this a lot.
But it just...
And I didn't want to pay for a Chanel one, so
it just looks like material that wouldn't have made it through clothes because it's a bit too rough. and it looks like it's got bobbles on it, which I imagine are probably part of the style, but it looks like if you'd have found an old black blanket in an attic that had been there for like 50 years.
It's really bobbly.
And then you've gone, you know what? Waste not, want not. Gonna make a bag out of it. And yeah,
I think it's beautiful.
I like the smooth leather ones and all that kind of stuff.
My ottoman in the other room, and that's made of boucle.
And that's a hard wearing material that you're meant to sit on. These are all nice and soft and fancy and stuff.
It's not that hard.
Well, we have different standards. I actually like the design of it. I think if you'd have just made this in soft leather, it would have been all good.
I do have it in soft leather.
Oh no, the one that looks like it's just not falling apart, but like
the sorting hat one.
Yes. Right. Okay. Fine. If you made it in leather with structure, so it actually stayed like this, that would be fine. But you have it in a version that just looks like it's falling in on itself, and it's like
It does. So my medium Lulu puffer in the black does look a little bit like the sorting hat from Harry Potter. But I also have it in the nude, and to be fair, you did say you like the nude one. It's that one there.
Yeah, but if you look from here, the black one looks like it's collapsing under its own weight.
It's bigger, that's why.
And the other one looks like it actually works, so yeah.
So shape is okay, nude one is fine, but large in leather, not okay, and material, not okay.
This size in leather would work in probably any colour.
Oh, okay. Alright, Dan is not a fan of boucle.
But if you guys are, they'll be available for sale by...
They're not going for sale. I love that bag. And you also, it's very difficult to find the black one now because it's sold out because it was so popular.
You know what the other spin on that is?
What?
No one wanted it, so they stopped making it.
It's not true. I think it was really popular.
It's not very often that companies go, you know what, this is selling like hotcakes, we're just going to stop.
I love it.
Not really how companies work, is it?
So that is it for this video. I feel like it's quite short and sweet, but Dan is to the point with his criticism and praise.
Brevity.
Well, I feel like you were a bit more talkative when it came to my worst bags.
Well, there was just more to say.
He's very mean. Let me know if you have any comments or questions for Dan. I don't know what those could be, but anyway, if you have any video requests for us, let us know in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see Dan in more videos, then please do give this a thumbs up. Do you have any parting words?
Don't put your thumbs up.
Why? As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.